Hey guys, Brandon here from Exotic Cars 19. Haven't made a video in a while, and I thought I'd bring you guys a video on this. This is something I wanted to touch on with the C7 Corvette that I didn't because I didn't know about it during my review of the Corvette. I probably should have known about it before I did a review, but I didn't. I knew of something like this, but as the title says, I am going to show you guys real quick how to go through the settings menu and to configure the C7 Corvette to sound like it's on track mode in all the modes. And pretty much the things that I know you can configure are the exhaust sound and the steering, because through the review that I did and all the other reviews, they say that, like, as you can see the T on the bottom here for touring. Touring is going to dampen your suspension, give you a nice comfortable ride. It's going to silence the exhaust, and the steering is very, very nice and easy with the electronic assist. And then as soon as you put it over to sport, it opens up the baffles a little bit, it stiffens up the steering and the suspension a little bit, and then when you put it in track, it is stiff as a rock. You cannot use track mode like I used to on the street. That's not the best thing for the car. It's just made for track. It goes unbelievably stiff. That is when the baffles are as open as they'll ever be. It is wide open at all RPMs, more open than sport even, and the steering is very, very stiff in track mode. Cool thing is, even in eco or touring mode, now with what I'm going to show you, you can have the stiff steering if you want that in touring without the stiff suspension. And of course, everyone wants the great sounding track mode exhaust without the harsh ride, because let's be honest, this car and most Corvettes are on the streets, you know, more than track, especially in the case of this. So what we used to do is just put it in sport or even track on the street when we just wanted more noise. When I did a little bit more research, and I found that you can in fact do this. I'm just gonna go ahead and show you. I don't know how the lighting looks. Hopefully it looks okay. I can't see what this is looking like because I'm filming with the GoPro, but hopefully you guys could see. So this is your home. If it doesn't look like this, just go to home, go to settings, and then you go to, I believe it's driving mode, and then engine sound management. Like I said, right now, before I do anything, we are in touring mode, as that blue T shows. I'm gonna go ahead and toggle over to sport, as you guys can see over here. And I don't know if you could hear that, but there's a drastic change in the exhaust. Only 2,000 RPM, I don't want to bash on it right now, but 2,000 RPM, and obviously the baffles are closed. And then when you go over to sport mode, there's some people over in this parking lot, they're probably staring at me, but anyway, I don't know if the GoPro is going to pick that up, but drastic difference. What I want is for touring to sound like track. So like I said, you go over from home, you go to settings, you go to driving mode, and then this first one here is engine sound management. Now, right now it's an auto, which means that it changes depending on the mode I'm in. Touring is going to sound like touring. Stealth, and I don't know what the heck that's all about. If you want track mode to sound like touring, or all the modes to sound like touring, you'll press this. I don't know why you would do that. You can press this arrow down here, you press track, and just try to listen for the change. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it. Instantly sounds different. Now, this GoPro is probably not going to be able to pick that up, but now, on track exhaust, touring, and then sounds just like sport mode, if not better. Now we could go back here, and if you like stiffer steering, still being on touring mode, I can go ahead and go on track mode, and then the steering is very, very stiff and very direct. I have not actually used the stiffer steering on touring yet, so I'm going to go ahead and do that and see my impression. But for now, that is pretty much how you make the steering and sound cater to how you like it in any mode that you are in, which is pretty cool. So now if I go over from touring to sport, there's no difference at all in the exhaust. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and mount the GoPro in the back, and we're just gonna go for a cruise. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and have a great day. guys, this concludes this video. So yeah, first impressions driving it like that with the stiffness of the throttle and the steering. It definitely feels a little bit more comfortable for track purposes. I'll probably go ahead and keep all of the electronics, you know, the assistance on the easier setting for touring. But I believe it was Chris Harris who said that he feels more confident in the C7 to get a faster lap in sport mode than track mode, because the suspension in track is so stiff that the back end could get upset a little bit too easily. So with that said, if you're wanting to track your C7, you're probably better off keeping it in touring or sport and just stiffening up the throttle, the steering, and changing the exhaust without actually putting yourself in track mode. So anyway, that concludes this video. I'll catch you on the next one, and have a great day.